The Fine Chandelier Crochet Earrings is a very simple pattern that can be whipped up in only a few minutes. Whether you choose a solid color of yarn, a variegated yarn, add beads or other embellishments or not, there are unlimited ways to add these cuties to your wardrobe. They make fantastic last-minute gifts too. We're going to be using Be So Fine yarn, which is fingering weight bamboo. We're also going to be using a size 1.25 millimeter crochet hook. Please follow the link in the video description to download the free pattern, including the crochet chart, and also getting information on all of the supplies for making these beautiful earrings. If you follow the link in the video description, it will send you to the free pattern page that not only spells out everything you'll need, it gives you all of the instructions written line by line, and you'll also receive the chart. In this chart, you'll notice that there is a key. It tells you what each of these symbols means. We start up here with our chain 5 ring, slip stitch to the 5th chain to join, and then row 1 begins with a chain 3 that counts as 1 double crochet and 8 more double crochets all in the chain 5 ring. Row 2 begins with a chain 3 that counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, chain 8 and slip stitch to the 5th chain from your hook to create a chain 5 ring in the middle, an additional chain 3, and then 1 double crochet in each of the last 3 stitches on the previous row. Row 3 begins with a chain 3 that counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, chain 3, 9 double crochets all into the chain 5 ring, chain 3, and 1 double crochet each into the last 3 double crochets at the end of the last row. Row 4 begins with a chain 3 that counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches, chain 3, 1 double crochet each into each of the next 3 stitches, chain 8, slip stitch to the 5th chain from your hook to form a ring, chain 3, 1 double crochet each into the last 3 double crochets of that 9 double crochet section in the previous row, chain 3, 1 double crochet each into the last 3 double crochets on the previous row. Row 5 begins with a chain 3 that counts as a double crochet, 1 double crochet each into the next 2 stitches, chain 3, 1 double crochet each into the next 3 stitches, chain 3, 9 double crochets into the chain 5 ring, chain 3, 1 double crochet each into the next 3 double crochets, chain 3, and 1 double crochet each into the last 3 double crochets. Then you're going to fasten off. Now let me show you how to do that with the yarn. You want to start by tying your yarn to your crochet hook. If you prefer a slip knot, fine. If you prefer a square knot, that's fine too. There's no wrong way to tie your yarn to your crochet hook. Okay, so we're going to start with a chain 5. And slip stitch to the 5th chain from your hook to form the chain 5 ring. Row 1 begins with a chain 3 that counts as a double crochet. We're going to be working our double crochets into the chain 5 ring, not into the individual chains. You want to make sure you can recognize where that is. And we're going to work a double crochet, yarn over your hook, insert your hook in the chain 5 ring, yarn over, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and we'll do that 7 more times for a total of 9 double crochets. The chain 3 counted as 1 double crochet, and then 8 double crochets in the ring. When working with a really small crochet hook like that, it's important to take advantage of the larger shaft of the crochet hook up here and exaggerate your stitches to keep your loops nice and loose. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9. Okay, so that's what the end of row 1 should look like. Row 2 begins with a chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet. Turn your work, skip that first stitch because the chain 3 counts as the double crochet for that stitch, and we'll double crochet once into each of the next 2 stitches. chain 8, slip stitch into the 5th chain from your hook, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 3. So what we've created is a chain 3, a chain 5 ring, and a chain 3. We're going to skip the middle 3 double crochets here and work 1 double crochet each into the last 3 stitches on the previous row. And that's what the end of row 2 should look like. Row 3 begins with a chain 3. It counts as our first double crochet. Turn our work, skip the first stitch and 1 double crochet each into the next 2 stitches. Chain 3, and now we'll work 9 double crochets in the chain 5 ring, chain 3, and 1 double crochet each into the last 3 stitches. And that's what the end of row 3 should look like. Row 4 begins with a chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet. Turn your work, skip the first stitch and work 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Chain 3, 1 double crochet each into the next 3 stitches. Chain 8, slip stitch into the 5th chain from your hook to form a chain 5 ring, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, chain 3, skip the next 3 stitches. In the next 3 stitches work 1 double crochet each, chain 3, and 1 double crochet each into the last 3 stitches. And that's what the end of row 4 should look like. Row 5 begins with a chain 3, which counts as our first double crochet. Turn our work, skip the first stitch, 1 double crochet into each of the next 2 stitches. Chain 3, 1 double crochet each into the next 3 stitches, chain 3, 9 double crochets into the chain 5 ring, chain 3, 1 double crochet each in the next 3 double crochets, chain 3, and 1 double crochet each in the last 3 double crochets. And there we have our finished crochet portion of the earring. We're going to fasten this off and weave in our loose ends next. You want to work back and forth in multiple directions for several inches to get a nice secure woven in end, and repeat this for both of your tails. We're going to join the split ring stitch marker to the French hook ear wire and to the original chain 5 ring at the beginning of this earring, all in one step. So what you want to do is set the ear wire down and the earring, and we're going to take 2 pairs of pliers and hold the split ring stitch marker on both sides of the split. And you want to turn one end of it towards yourself, not twisting, just turning it towards yourself, and you're going to slip on the ear wire and the chain 5 ring. And now with both pairs of pliers again, you just want to turn the one you turned towards you back towards the center until you hear a click and they're both joined and it's smooth. And there you have it, your earring is done. If you're going to be stiffening it, you want to use either Mod Podge or a glue and water solution, or you could use magic sizing starch as well, but it won't be a permanent hold. But whatever you do, you want to soak it and let it dry completely until and then it'll stay in its perfect shape. Please follow the link in the video description to download the free pattern, including the crochet chart, and also getting information on all of the supplies for making these beautiful earrings.